Hello everyone, welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I'm PJ, and Grace Hollow Rabbitry is a ARBA registered rabbitry, and what I do is I raise New Zealand rabbits in black, blue, and broken, and I have a few red, and then I have a handful of tricolor mini Rex that I raise. The New Zealands I raise for show, meat, and for producing some breeding stock. And the mini Rex, it's just a little side hobby of mine I've been having fun with, and I just mainly raise those because I like playing with the tricolor dilute gene. I'm working with blue fawn and white tricolors, and I just enjoy working with the genes, and I'm trying to improve my small herd, one litter at a time. And maybe someday I will show them, but they're just mainly for a fun little pet project of mine. So anyway, today we have two young litters. We have a litter out of Flippin, which actually that's a combined litter. It's Flippin and Cass's litter. And then we have Houston's litter. And so I wanted to show you these guys and update you on how they're doing. And then I have two litters that have recently been weaned. Zion's litter and Jonesy's litter, and so I want to quickly update you on those. I have sexed some and some I have not. So I'll let you know as we go through. Anyway, let's go take a look at those babies. Alright, so the first young guy we have right here is a young buck. It was the only buck in the litter, and this is out of Zion and Blue Boy, I believe. And so he will be a dilute carrier. And I think I looked these up, and I think he is right about 13 or 14 weeks. I think 14 weeks old. It appears to be a promising young guy. Of course, he's got that baby junior fur, so a little awkward in fur right now. But hopefully he'll be meat weight, and hopefully he will get to show this weekend in Shreveport as a youngster. And then this young fella who is graciously saying hello, this is a young fella. Now he's got a little split in his ear. Either mom or some siblings nibbled on him, but very promising young guy. I love the good strong shoulders on this guy. He is out of Jonesy and Blue Boy. And he's the one that had the, as you can see, the dark heavy blanket pattern. And so I was hoping he would turn out pretty nice, and so far he's doing good. And hopefully he'll make his debut in Shreveport this weekend. Alrighty then, and then we're to the does. This is Jonesy and Blue Boy's does, and we have 6 does. And I've divided them up into 3 different cages. And again, all these guys are getting tattooed today, I hope. And so look for some potential show prospects for this weekend. But here are 2 of the does. Now guys, I can't keep all 6 of these does. So if you're looking for a broken black doe who will carry the blue gene, because Blue Boy, the original, my first Blue Boy from Oklahoma, will be their dad. And so these ladies will carry dilute. And then here are 2 more does out of that litter. Very promising young ladies. Look at those full nose markings, nice crisp body markings. Overall, all 6 of these ladies are looking pretty promising. So hopefully we'll get them in, get a real good look, and hopefully no defects on any of them. And then here's the last 2 girls out of that litter. And again, this litter is Jonesy and the original Blue Boy out of Oklahoma. It would be easier for me to say J.C. Hannah's, J.C. Hannah's Blue Boy. Instead of Blue Boy from Oklahoma, be J.C. Hannah's Blue Boy. Alright, there's there's those last girls. And then Zion and Blue Boy, again, the same original Blue Boy, J.C. Hannah's Blue Boy. She had the 6, and 1 was a buck, and then she had 5 does. And this young doe, she was the lucky one that got her very own cage. She was the odd man out, or in this case, odd girl out. And so she's in here by herself. And then here's 2 more of those does. Again, these ladies are out of Zion and the original J.C. Hannah's Blue Boy. Aren't they precious? And I can't keep all these black does either. You know, I was herding the first part of last year. I didn't have very many black does, and I was really concerned about what I was going to do to get some solids in here. And last year we just really ended up with some really nice black does, and now I have a few too many black does. So now I'm going to have to thin them out again. The last 2 does out of that litter. These guys were, I don't know, I think they're November babies, maybe first part of December, I don't know. I know I counted it up, and they were like 12, 13 weeks old. Jonesy's litters are like 14, 15 weeks old, and these guys are 12 or 13 weeks old. So whatever that ended up into. Alright, and that brings us to our youngest litter. This is Houston, and Houston has 5 remaining babies. It's a pretty good mixed litter. And she's got 1 black, 1 blue, 2 broken black, and 1 broken blue. Now, originally, Houston had, she kindled 8 kits. But, you know, Houston is a first-time mom. And it took her a few days to figure out this whole mommy business. You know, this is hard work for a first-time mom. And she lost, by day 3, she lost 3 of her original kits. And these remaining 5 were all shriveled up and immature and just skinny, and I really didn't think that they were going to make it. I really, when I checked on them, it was the night of day 3, and they were so skinny and shriveled up and a little bit chilled because we were having cold weather. And I had no one to foster them to. I only had 2 other moms, and they both had, you know, well, no, I only had 1, and that was Flippin', and she already fostered 3 that wasn't hers, so I wasn't confident about giving her a few more that were, you know, about 2 weeks younger than the ones that she already had. So I was hesitant to foster them, and so I just left them in the box with Mom, and just really planned on disposing of some bodies the next day. And when I came out the morning of day 4, through the night, Houston had figured out she was supposed to get in the box, because when I came out, even though the litter was still very small, they weren't all shriveled up, and they had warm round bellies, and their body temperatures had come up. And I thought, wow, okay, well, she fed them last night. Maybe they'll make it. My little blue one here is hiding. Let me see if I can get him up. Oh, there we go. And so, you know, I was really surprised when I came out day 5, day 6, day 7, and on up into day 10. These guys were still hanging in there, and she was taking very good care of them. And now they were a little slow at opening their eyes. Generally, they kits begin to open their eyes around day 10, and I think they didn't begin to open theirs until they were about 12 days old. And so they, you know, they did a little behind, but considering they had, you know, 4 days that they weren't fed, you know, they weren't fed to the 4th day, you know, being 2 days behind, I thought was pretty good. And I think overall they're probably pretty much caught up now. That's one of the advantages of only being 5, is now that Houston is producing milk and she knows how to take care of them. You know, there's 5 kids, and Mom has 8 teats, so there's no shortage of milk here, and so they get all that they want. And so I think they're doing a wonderful job at catching up. And even though Mom was a little slow to learn, she did pick it up. You know, overall for a first-time mom, she didn't do bad. First-time moms are notorious for having them on the wire, or not taking care of them, not spending enough time in the nest box. And she certainly started out that way the first few days, but she pulled it in and figured it out, and she's doing a real good job with her remaining 5 kids. So it won't be long now, and we'll get her rebred, and hopefully these guys will grow up into some show prospects. They got beautiful markings, so look at those brokens, just all cuddled up. Okay, one more litter to look at. Let's go then, and this brings us to Flippin' and her gorgeous babies, and I call this one litter. And really, guys, this is 2 litters. Flippin' only had 2. She had the black and the broken black here. She was bred to, I can't remember who Flippin' was bred to. I'm afraid to say, because I'm afraid I'll be wrong. I'll post it below. And then the 3 blue are the 3 blue of Cass's. Cass had 7 or 8, I can't remember. And she wasn't taking care of them, so I fostered them off. And the first night, 4 of them, we lost 4 of them right away. And then we lost 1 more the day after that. And so these 3 that I gave Flippin', well, I gave her 3. One of the original ones I gave her didn't make it that first night, and so one of the others had 2, and one of them survived and one didn't. And so I brought that remaining baby over here, Keo. And it's a good thing, because Keo, when I was gone to New Mexico, her whole litter jumped out of the box and froze on the wire. So it's a good thing that 3rd blue I went ahead and moved over here. So Flippin' here is doing a wonderful job. She's raising her 2 babies, and for a first-time mom, she took right to it. And then I put these 3 blues, and I was a little concerned. First of all, Flippin's litter was a couple days older, and they had, you know, all her milk by themselves for the first few days. And so they were quite big, the black and the broken black. And then these 3 little blues, they were, you know, only a few days old. They're much, you know, 2 or 3 days younger than her litter. And then they had such a late start because they went hungry the first few days. And so I was kind of concerned about putting such small babies in with such big babies. But look, Flippin' has done a tremendous job. These guys are 6 weeks old now, and it's time to rebreed Flippin' and let her get started on her 2nd litter. Alright, so if you like seeing these baby updates, be sure to hit that thumbs up sign. And if you'd like to see the ones I'll post in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that there won't be any delay between the release of the video and the viewing. And I would also like to take just a quick moment to invite you to visit our webpage and come join us on our fan page. The Rabbits and I would love to have you there. On the fan page, you'll get more updated photos of the babies, the new litters, incoming babies, when I get them registered and Grand Champion show results, all that goes to the fan page, and that way you're apprised of it a lot quicker and a lot sooner than you are through the video. So be sure to join us there. And in the meantime, hey, thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.